As far as those rebel MLAs who were disqualified, 6 of them from the Congress party. Remember, the hearing was on in the Himachal Assembly, and this is the latest input we are receiving from the Speaker. In fact, he's gone on to say that I have given full hearing to all the parties. We have concluded this hearing by the 6 MLAs. Now, the Speaker is also to say that he's gone on to say that it is a matter of record. When party has issued the whip, they defied. It is part of the record. They incurred disqualification with immediate effect. All right, this is the big breaking input that we are bringing to you, that all the 6 rebel MLAs have been disqualified. For more details, let's quickly go across to Arun, who's been reporting live for us. Arun, what is going to be the kind of impact now on the current political chaos that's taking place?
Well, see, Akanksha, at this moment we can say, perhaps the option which these MLAs have is to approach the courts. And in fact, the same thing reiterated by the Speaker, Kuldeep Singh Pathania, as well, that this judgment which he gave as a tribunal can be challenged in the courts. But as of now, on the basis of the hearing that he gave yesterday, which almost lasted for 3.5 hours, it was decided that all 6 MLAs who defied the whip of the Congress party has been suspended with immediate effects. They will no longer be the member of this assembly. That's what the Speaker of the Himachal Pradesh Assembly has said. Is that it's exhaustive judgment, 20 pages judgment, and he also said that I gave both the parties ample time, because the complaint was come from the side of the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, in this regard, and of course there were a lawyer who was representing the 6 MLAs in this case. So there was full hearing in the entire matter, and on the basis of that, Speaker has said that they defied the whip which was issued by the Congress party. And remember, Akanksha, this whip was not about the Rajya Sabha, because as we all know that whip doesn't work in Rajya Sabha polls. They are talking about the whip which they issued to all the Congress MLAs for the financial bill and the budget passing. So they issued the whip that all the Congress MLAs required to be present during the passing of budget and the financial bill, which they defied. And on the basis of that, Speaker has taken this decision that all 6 MLAs will be suspended with immediate effect from the Himachal Pradesh Assembly.
Absolutely. And when you say that the bill was passed finally, eventually, we've also heard how the Bharatiya Janata Party has reacted to the passing of this bill. They've said that it was hurriedly passed and that nobody was allowed to cast their vote. Having said that, we are also now preparing ourselves to hear the fact that BJP may now be approaching the court, as has also been a possibility for these 6 rebel MLAs, as has been highlighted by you. Having said that, do shed light on the kind of numbers now, and is it still advantage Congress, considering even if you take into consideration these 6 rebel MLAs, what happens to the Congress government in Himachal now?
Well, see, Akanksha, because the strength of the total Himachal Assembly is 68. So when you have suspended 6 MLAs, the strength, the total number would come down to 62, which means the majority mark will also go down then. Earlier, the majority mark from 68 was 35. Now, when the number is 62, the majority mark will be 32. And Congress party has 34 MLAs. As of now, as they are claiming, because 34 MLAs voted in favor of Abhishek Manu Singhvi during the Rajya Sabha polls. Now, if that stands, if all these MLAs stay behind the Congress party, then they are in the par in Himachal Pradesh. But how they are going to hold on to these MLA, that is something which is a huge challenge, a daunting task for the Congress party. Because remember, day before yesterday, the meeting of Congress MLAs, which happened with the Rajiv Shukla and Bhupesh Baghel, in which few MLAs raised their concern as they were not happy with the leadership of Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu. So what is the current status? Because yesterday, remember, there were meetings of the Congress observers, D.K. Shiv Kumar and Bhupender Hooda, happened with the MLAs, in fact, a separate meeting with few of the MLAs. So whether they have managed to placate those MLAs to iron out their concerns, so we'll have to see. But if, as far as numbers go, if we see it through the Rajya Sabha voting prism, then it seems that Congress party has that majority. But how they are going to hold on to the sentiments of those Congress MLAs who have already raised their concerns and issues with the leadership of Sukhwinder Singh Sukhna.
Arun, which is why I want to also ask you, what is the sense you're getting from your sources within the Bharatiya Janata Party? Because till yesterday, we were being told that they may be approaching the court or they may also approach the governor. What will be their plan of action today?
Well, see, Akanksha, one thing that I've gotten to know is that BJP senior state leaders will be sitting somewhere around noon, perhaps, of course, about discussing the future strategy, and they were also waiting for the speaker's judgment on these 6 MLAs. Decision, and now since this is out, they will of course be pondering over their next move as to how they should go about now onwards. Because remember that the court, I mean the MLAs which suspended by the speaker, BJP MLAs, 15 MLAs yesterday, I think that matter is over now. They are not going to go to courts for that matter, because the House, the Assembly is adjourned now for indefinite time. But of course, they can actually bring that no confidence motion. But for that, they will have to actually see their strength, and then if they can actually, take. If there are some Congress MLAs who can actually, leave Congress party and bring them into the fold of those six MLAs who are already suspended, so that the number of the 1/3 of the Congress MLAs are out and the anti-defection law may not work then. So I think there are a lot of things which will go now onwards. But of course, BJP will be making their own strategy, and Congress party will of course have to hold on to those 34 MLAs.
Right. On that note, let me quickly go across to our senior political editor Pallavi Ghosh also, who's joining me on the phone line. Pallavi, do shed light on what the disqualification of these 6 rebel MLAs will currently mean, not just for the Congress party but also the Bharatiya Janata Party.
The BJP, of course, is going to chalk out their strategy, and in fact, BJP was telling us yesterday also that they don't want to chalk this strategy. According to them, the speakers, kind of suspending those BJP MLAs, and the way hurriedly the budget session was shut down is absolutely unconstitutional. So they're mulling the strategy, either go back to the governor once again, and also in worst cases go to a court. But I think the fact that the speaker decided to disqualify the 6 MLAs is a very clear sign, and is an indication which was given by Jairam Ramesh himself yesterday in the national capital, that we may need to take some tough steps. What the Congress doesn't want at this point of time of culture is a repeat of what really happened. They treat it as 6 MLAs conniving with possibly the BJP and trying to break down the government, and therefore it is a stern message which is now going in through the government, through the speaker, to all these MLAs, that you have to toe the party line.
Absolutely. On that note, what should now we be expecting from the BJP as far as their next move or the strategy is concerned? Should we expect them to directly march to the court or also consult the governor before they do that?
I think the point that the BJP MLAs have been disqualified, the fact that they haven't demanded that they should be the vote on the budget, is a point which still has not been sorted out. So there is a large possibility that they plan to go to a governor, make this issue that the way the assembly was called off, declared sanitary, was absolutely unconstitutional. That's one point. And the second, of course, is that the recourse to court. Already one partial circuit has been won by the BJP. That lone Rajya Sabha seat has gone to BJP kitty. That's of course an embarrassment to the Sukhu government, to the Chief Minister himself, that he could not ensure that a Congress candidate could win the election. Congress has a larger battle to fight. Ahead of the Lok Sabha too, the BJP wants to keep the pressure going on the Congress in the state.
Also, Pallavi, how important and crucial was it for the Congress to resort to the anti-defection law, which of course has been kicked in by the Speaker at the moment, when you talk about the Congress giving its best to protect its own flock?
Akankya, there's always this discussion and always this perception that the central leadership of the Congress party will be buck themselves under pressure. As we were reporting yesterday, the only problem if they were to change the chief minister is that how do you guarantee it won't happen again? And second, you are buckled under pressure from those 6 MLAs who cross-voted and possibly more would have crossed